So that is done not with the purpose that you do not have to physically send papers, that most of the e-governance websites are for that. It is for the reason that we timestamp you, that you have filed to us on this date and at this time. Any bill subsequent to you being timestamped is eligible for reimbursement. So the delays in government decisions do not affect the benefits under the scheme, right? So we have used this online system for this purpose. The third thing is that we have not built in anything that says that what are the preconditions for you. We started this scheme in 2008 and we did not get much success because of two reasons. That we said that you have to prove that you are a R&D organization, that R&D for the patent has been done by you. So we required a DSIR certificate, which was not possible for many of the young companies to get it. So we have built in that we require nothing. You just as a registered company, the patent is in the ICT domain. The proof of the patent is that you or one of the members in the board of directors of that company is the assignee for the patent. Because it so happens in international cause, the individuals are charged lesser as compared to companies. So many people prefer to file it in name of their CEO or rather than in the name of the company. But we only say that if we are supporting it, we'll only reimburse that you actually transfer, the individual transfers the patent in the name of the company. That's easy to do. So these are the few things that we have done. You go to this website again, there is an online form. There are few simple things to be done. You can file it. We have got a project management unit comprising of private experts or private professionals who manage this scheme. I have got no role to play in this. So you do not have to approach me or call me, I think, anything. And what I will do is, rather than me boasting about the scheme, I think some of you might have benefited under the scheme. Who are these guys? Is there someone who has actually applied for under this scheme? You applied for it, na? No?
We applied. We are in the process.
No, one from, this Rajiv. There is no one. Achha, they have moved out. So what I thought initially was like, these people are in greater hurry than.
Take a future.
So what I thought is I will ask them to share their experiences under the scheme with you, so that with the basic purpose that all the misgivings of you, the tech startups or young companies interacting with the government and the he's here. Achha, what I will request him is that how was his experience interacting with the government under the scheme, and how does he find the scheme and the challenges under the scheme. I'll ask him to quickly update you on that.
So, give a brief of your company. Why did you...
what I'll do is...
No, I think I can...
No, it has to be recorded also. We'll put it in the Twitter handle also. We promote this scheme like a private sector
company. Basically, I am the founder of Hack Lab Innovations. It's a hackerspace where people come up with their own ideas and we help them productize those ideas. So recently, I can give you an example. This is a cable that we have recently launched. What it allows you to do is it allows you to take charge from somebody else's phone and charge your phone. So some small stuff, this is one of them. We are also making a smart wheelchair. We are making a telepresence robot. We are making stuff like a tracker which can track your child, like a kid tracking ID card. So a lot of stuff we are doing, and I basically Indranil sir showed me an ad by the Department of Electronics and IT. So they asked for like applications from startups where they can help them in patenting the ideas, and it is something which is very helpful for a hackerspace like ours, because we are innovating a lot of things, but we do not know how to go about, like how to patenting is something that we like, it's first of all it is very costly, and second we do not have any idea of how to go about it. So then I met sir, and then basically I just went, and he said okay, come and we will meet on the same day. I just called them directly and we met him, and he was he introduced us to a lot of schemes that DIT is promoting, and then after that we are kind of talking of how to use those kind of services for our company. So thank you sir for that.
So this is patented?
This is not patented. This cannot be patented.
You are using it. Okay.
Yeah, this cannot be patented.
Now I remember who is his background. To the incubation space, but before now it's his business model of incubation. He does not have an idea that how does he actually get returns on this incubation space or on the mentorship platform that he's providing from the companies. Obviously he's not doing it for charity. So after 2 years a company gets successful, then he will ask his pie. Then the litigations will start that this is ethical, this is unethical, there was no agreement, you never told me this, you are fleecing me, all this. So the first thing I told him that why are you coming here? First of all, have an agreement with him. Often you tell him that what will be your take from a incubator or incubatee that is coming under his lab. If he finds it logical enough to share that amount, he'll come to you, otherwise he'll go elsewhere. He's not bound by you. What are the things you will provide and what will you take back? That was so he's not the actual beneficiary under the scheme. I think no one is here. So there have been now till date, we started in January 2014. The challenge is that we have to market it like a private professional, this scheme. As I said, there are not enough people in this country creating a IP which is patentable. That's previously I used to think because we are the people who are creating most of the IPs for the 500 R&D units here in India, for the 500 big R&D, so we are the people who have the capacity to create those patents. When we can create for them, we can create for our own selves also. But of late I have started thinking that might not be true. They know the processes, we don't know the processes. It's not that the R&D capability is missing, we do not know converting R&D into economics. So the important aspect what I learned is that it is important that you market IP today like a private professional. You start give many of the IP professionals in this country, sorry to say, are lawyers. You need pure engineers and IIMs in IP space to actually manage this subject in this country, who are not looking at through a lawyer's telescope, who is looking at with a strategic angle, and he is able to educate our tech space with that management perspective, with that strategic investment perspective, because IP investment is also an investment. So what I will request ISA and the incubation support that they are doing is create few of these management people. Create a skill development course around which, through which we can actually create such experts. That is important, and we have been marketing it. We are using the social media and we are using these platforms. In this platform, no one talked about what is a patent, what is a copyright, which most of the IP awareness workshops are all about. These workshops are just marketing platforms of IP. You must have heard of it. Most of the people Rajiv has brought in are professionals in the companies who are actually using IP as a strategy. We are not talking about what is a patent. You can always go to Ravi or him to understand what is a patent, what is a copyright, and what is patentable, what is not patentable, what does article this says. I also don't know. I'm not a lawyer. So we have to create few enthusiasts who are managers of IP rather than protectors of IP. In India, because the initial subject was developed by the lawyers, so we only have lawyers who are actually into this subject. So this was the background. I'll share the experiences of the previous on our social media. We have a social media, you can join us there. But if you have any particular questions on this subject, I'll happy to answer you. We have got some 5 to 7 more minutes. Before that, there are few brochures on this scheme. But if you have few questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Please have a seat here. Yeah, Arjun.
When your committee does the evaluation, it's okay. So I understand you look at various factors, including the patentability and the commercial potential, all of those things, right? So suppose you earlier in the previous session you said that okay, the applicant is willing to invest 50% of his money in taking that risk, right? So you support the applicant, so it's a mutual thing, right? The applicant is taking the risk, government also is taking some risk. And the applicant is also submitting a report from attorney which says that there's something there which is patentable. So then, I mean, that's a pretty good, that should be enough, right?
Yeah, why we do that?
Yeah.
Why we do that? We should right away on your, why we do that. It's an experience that, it's through an experience that we had for Lested that if I can share and if people allow me to share those interactions on those expert committees, is many a times people for the sake of either saving money or because we do not actually bound you by that we will only come through this first top 10 attorney firms only. It can be any attorney firm, right? So people file patents which have, and the search report also says something which is not a proper prior art search report. If you people agree with me, I don't know, even the top 10 IP firms, many of them do not have the quality in India still to create a quality prior art search reports. So what we don't actually, it's not only that expert committee is there to actually question you. It actually is also a facilitator in a sense that they try to advise you on what are the wrongs you are doing. Take for example in the last meeting that happened end of January, someone came and filed claims which were very, very broad. He just filed for whole supply chain management, someone from IIIT Bangalore, an incubator, on the whole supply chain management, whereas the supply chain management is a 40-year-old art. The attorney also filed. He got 3 injunctions from the European Patent Office. He has to abandon his application in US, and then also he filed for it. So and if you look at if I can share, you an attorney firm, if I share the claims with you, you'll be surprised to know the type of claims, because the committee is not comprising of government officials, it comprises of experts in the field. And they actually share their expertise with you rather than they judging your product. And the rejections are very low. There can be postponements in our decisions many a times. We don't normally reject it unless and it's blatantly off the